This is the Cricket Connoisseur back again with another video, and hope you've been, hope the videos from the previous videos. People are still listening, watching the video, and please make sure you hit the subscribe button and drop a like also. So yeah, I just want to give my the sort of analysis after the game. Pakistan New Zealand last week. You know, taking a couple of days to digest it. It was a loss for Pakistan. You probably can hear how deflated I am even though the week after. But it was poor performance. Overall. Especially the last. Well, overall, they did play well, but I really want to concentrate on more. Obviously, it was another collapse. Chasing a low under 200 total, 176 needed, going into the last day. Oh, not the last day, the fourth day. I believe it was, and they just, there are no wickets, they had 10 wickets in hand on that day, which looked to be the day they would finish the game off, and they slumped. They lost by 4 runs, and it's not even by unlucky. It was close. It shouldn't have been close. That's the point. It's not that it's not that it's okay. If one batsman hit, it was 4 runs. If one batsman just play a little bit better, they would have won. No, it's not about that. Even if Pakistan won that game by 1 wicket, this video would still be going out a similar reaction, and everyone will be saying similar things to what people have been saying. Commentators and people like that. It was a terrible performance by that. But I don't want to talk about the specific performance, like the batsmen and their mistakes. Obviously, playing rush shots, not shots not needed, getting out at the wrong time. Like Asad Shafiq got out, one of the most experienced batsmen got out just before lunch. Not thinking, that sort. We don't talk about that specifically because it's like a broken record. It happens too often. It happened last year. Pakistan, I remember that 2 Test matches, Pakistan Sri Lanka. When I think that was Sarfaraz's one of his. I think because did he cap? I'm pretty sure no. It was that West Indies series, which was Misbah's last series, I believe. And then when Yasir Shah took the last wicket, and then where it looked like it would be a draw, and then when he got Gabriel out, and then I'm pretty sure his first series was that Sri Lanka series, which he lost 2-0, and it was sort of the same thing. Chasing a very low total, everyone left arm spin again. You can see there's a problem. Harath that time. This time it was Ajaz Patel on debut. Shouldn't be getting out to people. First Test match, very inexperienced. Well, completely not experienced in Test match cricket, and he's taken 5 wickets. It's and there's this thing that Pakistan batsmen great against spin. Well, they weren't great this game, I can tell you that. So I think it's not, as I said before. I don't want to talk about the actual performance itself. It's more about I believe it's a mindset of the batsman that because it's happened over the years, again and again, and I think this would happen more often, a lot more, or maybe a few more times if Misbah and Yunus because they were playing in those teams, this would happen more often because they had the mindset and the technique and they knew how to bat in these situations, and because they were there, that's sort of I know it's only 2 players, but it did make a big difference. They knew how to bat in these situations, and even if, let's say, you're chasing 176 and you lose a few wickets, they knew if maybe if it's missed by Yunus and then there's a few batsmen who are coming in next that maybe inexperienced, they know even though it's a low total, you don't want to put them under that pressure. Especially New Zealand, they're not gonna give up, and they just let them, and it's the collapse. It happens. Yeah, it keeps happening. So I think it's a mindset of the players that they don't, okay, you've got a low total, let's say you lost a few wickets. You don't need playing these. Even, you would expect these, so Sarfaraz and up, the batsman from Sarfaraz and up, so from the openers down to Sarfaraz, they should easily be able to chase this score down. But even tailenders, even in big chases, like if you look at the Pakistan versus Australia, in Australia where they nearly chased down that really big total, like 400 plus they needed, and Asad Shafiq scored that 100. I talked about that in my first video. And that when he scored that, why did they get so close? Because he batted well. I think surprised he played. I think he scored a bit of a score, and I think it was like Wahab Riyaz scored 30. So that sort of thing. You need that. So Hassan Ali getting up for, it was like Bilal, Hassan Ali, and I think it was Yasir also all gone up for 0. So even that, like, you should have that sense, in your head that you need to play sensibly, just rotate the strike, and it just didn't happen. So I think it's a mindset, and they need to realize. So I don't think it's like, oh, we need to. I think some players shouldn't be playing, but it's not that, oh, drop this player, drop all of the batsmen, drop everyone, they're not playing well, this that, that sort of thing. You need to sometimes just, okay, it's a loss, it's a bad loss, but you need to carry on. There's still 2 test matches. I think there's still Pakistan probably still favourites for those test matches. I hope. Well, I think they'll win. But I think they're always gonna win. But honestly, I think most people would say they're probably they're probably fit, because this, it wasn't a like New Zealand won by 10 wickets or anything crazy. So they're definitely they're probably very confident. But I think still. So yeah, I think, we don't want to be looking at dropping. The only one I would say is Muhammad Hafiz. He's made like how many bloody comebacks has he made in Test cricket? I think he's okay for the shorter format. His bowling off spin, his batting has been good. We've seen in the T20s, he comes in, he can play quick, he hit the big shot sixes, and he's good attacking. So that's all right. Okay, I don't mind him playing the T20 stuff and the 50 overs, but Test matches he should be out. I don't think he should be playing in this team. His bowling, I don't think, is as effective in Test cricket. I think he can come on, bowl a couple of overs, maybe that odd one. Before he was a lot more effective. Obviously his action is so different now, so he doesn't have he's not as effective. Because you can create pressure from one end, but you really need wickets in Test matches. It's not really, there are times to create pressure a bit, but so I think he should not be playing personally. I think his batting he scores, like. I was watching the Ramiz Speaks. I was watching, it's a good little analysis he does after every game. And he was saying he had all the stats of Hafiz. When he comes back, scores 100. And then his next 4 or 5 scores are all like, if you add the next 5 scores up, they don't even make 50. Because he gets out for like 20s, like under 10s, 10, 20, 30s in Test matches every time. And I don't think he should be in the Test squad, to be honest. I think he should be dropped and not picked again. To be honest, I think you should just stay there. So that's my thoughts on the game. It's more of a mindset problem that they have, and I think it's been going on for a long time and needs to be sorted out. The mindset to just stay in, not play stupid, just relax. You've got 2 days. You've got another day after this. Just relax. Play sensible. Don't play away, big grueling drives and stuff which are not needed. Just rotate the strike and use your brain. Simple. So, the next Test match starts on Friday. So it's Wednesday today. So Wednesday's the next. Today is Wednesday. Friday is the game. The next second Test match, where there's 3 altogether. So there's 2 more. Hopefully Pakistan can come back, win 2-0, and be a good series going into South Africa in December, which I think is the first Test match. I believe it's the it's the traditional Test matches, and then the 50 overs, then the T20s. It's the Boxing Day Test, so it'll be the 26th of December. And yeah, this has been the Cricket Connoisseur. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and drop a comment, and see you again soon.